Namaste. Good morning. Welcome. It's always a pleasure for us to be able to join you from here in Rishikesh at Parmarth Niketan, wherever you are. So welcome back. Begin by finding a comfortable way to sit. It can be sitting cross-legged or in any other way that feels comfortable at this point in the day. And however you're sitting, shift a little bit so that you feel the sitting bones really rooting down, anchoring you firmly to the earth, the sense of groundedness. And now from the heavy base, from the sitting bones, lift up through the crown of the head. And as you lift through the crown of the head, the spine becomes spacious, this upward rising action. Let the shoulders soften down and back, and the chin back just slightly, so the head is perfectly in line with the rest of the spine. Now close the eyes, and become aware of all the sounds around you. If you're somewhere outside or with an open window, you might hear the sound of the wind, of birds. Here in Rishikesh, if you listen closely, you can hear the sound of Ganga, the river. The sound of people talking. The world going about its ways. All the different pieces. And now from all those external sounds, bring your awareness closer to the sounds closer by. And then finally bringing the awareness all the way inside your own body. With attention to the breath. As you inhale, feel the breath move in through the nostrils and deep down into the body. Let the belly be soft so the breath drops way down. Bring the awareness, following the breath as it flows back around the top. So on every inhalation, this sense of a downward current pressing down. Exhalation, a rising. You might visualize this as a light that moves down and up, or it might be more sensations, just feeling that expansion through the body, tracing the patterns of breath. So just sit here with your eyes closed, watching the breath. And now also bring your attention to those points of turnaround. At the very top of every inhalation, there's a moment of suspension. And at the bottom of every exhalation, there's this moment of emptiness. So just notice those points of fullness and of stillness as the inhalation becomes the exhalation. And as the exhalation transforms back into the inhalation. Now bring the hands together in front of the heart. We'll chant 3 Oms together. First, follow the breath all the way out. Deep, smooth inhalation. Release the hands, open the eyes. Welcome to your practice. And we'll do a pranayama technique, or a breathing technique, called Nadi Shodhana. This is the alternate nostril breathing, which has a very cleansing, kind of purifying, balancing effect as we breathe through one nostril at a time. So we'll use the right hand with the second and third fingers curled towards the palm of the hand. And when you breathe through the nostril, you'll block the right with the thumb. And then for the other side, you'll block the left nostril using the fourth and fifth finger as you breathe through the right. Now this should be a nice smooth breath, not forcing it at all. So if you need to blow your nose or kind of wiggle it at all to clear it out, you can do that before we start. And at any point, if the breath feels like it gets stuck, or it becomes, kind of a panicked thing trying to force it, just release the hand and breathe with both mouths. Let it calm down again. And one other point, as you close the nostrils, it doesn't need to be jammed in very hard, but really just a very gentle pressure right at the top of the nostril. So as little pressure as necessary, required to just close that passage. Here we go. Start by blocking the right nostril with the thumb. And gently, smoothly inhale through the left. Switch at the top. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Keep going at your own rhythm. Keep the breath as smooth and silent as possible, like a golden thread weaving through. Next time you exhale left, then just release the hand. Sit with the eyes closed, breathing through both nostrils. Just notice any effects. Observe the breath. And open the eyes. And bring the fingertips to the front of the chest, right on the sternum. As you inhale, drop the elbows back, lift the gaze, lift the chest. Exhale, round your back, hollow belly. Again, inhale, expand, rising up. Exhale, contract. A few more with the breath. And now sit tall, hands to the knees. Reach the chest forward over the legs, and then start big circles, moving the ribs around the hips. You might notice some tight spots through the low back, through the hips. Nice gentle massage for all the internal organs, stirring. And now reverse directions. Same movement. Just bringing some fluidity into the body. Flushing out stagnation. Getting all the tissues to move. And now come to a still in the center. Inhale, arms overhead. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Just a gentle, easy twist, gazing over the right shoulder. Inhale, back through center. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Gazing over the left shoulder. Every inhale, lift through the crown of the head. As you exhale, draw the belly in, ease into the twist. Now release the twist, back through center. And shift forward over your feet, come to hands and knees. So set yourself up, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And now inhale, lift the crown of the head and the sitting bones, broad chest. Exhale, round the back, hollow belly. Again, inhale, scoop. Exhale, round. Keep going like this. And now inhale back to a neutral spine. And as you exhale, hips to heels, Balasana, child's pose. Forehead resting on the ground. Extend the arms forward. And take a few deep breaths here. Let the breath expand into the back of the chest. Inhale, rise back to all fours. And exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Send the hips high. Now slowly walk the feet all the way up to the hands. Forward fold at the top of the mat, feet about hip distance apart. Just drape the upper body over. Bending the knees, send the sitting bones high. Head and neck drop heavy. If you want, you can grab opposite elbows. turn the head side to side or gently sway. Keep the low belly drawing towards the spine to support the back. And now release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Again, inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale to fold. And now, keeping the knees bent, inhale, slowly roll up through the spine, all the way to stand tall. And now step the feet a little wider than hip distance apart, and we'll go through a few rounds of Uddiyana Bandha Kriya. So Uddiyana Bandha is this very strong action through the center of the body, and we practice it at the bottom of an exhalation. So empty of breath, you'll suck the belly in and up, so there's this very strong suction action as the organs are physically pulled upward into the chest. And so it's this really strong upward flying or upward rising sense that builds incredible strength through the center. So feet about hip distance apart. Just feel the feet rooting down. Now a nice smooth inhalation. As you exhale, bend the knees, hands to the thighs, follow the breath all the way out, hold in the empty, pull the belly in and up, hold. Release the belly, and inhale, stand up. Regular exhalation here. Again, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, all the way out, hold in the empty, pull the belly in and up, hold. Release the belly. Inhale, stand up. Regular exhalation. Now go through 2 more rounds on your own. You can hold as long as feels comfortable, but nothing extreme. Here we go. And after you finish your last round, step to the top of the mat, preparing for Surya Namaskar, the sun salutations. Big toes to touch, heels a few inches apart. Feel the feet rooting down into the ground. Feel the ankles over the feet, the knees over the ankles, hips over the knees, shoulders over the hips. Crown of the head lifting straight up. Everything aligned. This perfect central axis through the body. Hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, left foot back. Now lower knees, chest, and chin. Empty of breath. Inhale for Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward to meet it. Inhale, rise all the way up, pressing into the feet. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step the left foot back. Exhale, right foot back. Knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Shoulders back. Inhale, cobra, bright through the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, back to center. So that makes one full round, leading with the right leg, then leading with the left leg. We'll go through 2 more full rounds at our own pace, letting the breath and the movement happen fully together. So we might be going at slightly different pace, no problem. If you forget the movement, also no problem. Just watch what I'm doing, join back in. As you're ready, we begin. Whenever you finish your last round, just stand with the eyes closed. Feel the breath, feel the heartbeat. Notice any sensations, any effects. Now release the hands. Bend the knees, reach down, skim the ground with the fingertips. Keeping the knees bent, inhale, lift the upper body, Utkatasana. Sitting bones dropping down and back, weight shifts into the heels. And now really reach through the arms, reaching the chest. Full breath, filling the chest, like bellows. Belly drawing in. Deep inhalation, really reach. And exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, and then step back to a high plank position. Really pressing back through the feet to reach the chest forward. And now in an exhalation, slowly lower all the way to the belly. Inhale for Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spin the left heel to the floor, step the right foot forward for Warrior One. Inhale, rise up. Get a few breaths here, strong through the legs, pressing down, lifting up through the chest. Deep inhalation. And now exhale, lower the hands, step the right foot back, lower halfway or all the way, your choice. Inhale for Cobra or upward facing dog with the hips lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spin the right heel down, step the left foot forward. Inhale, Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. A few breaths here. From the right heel, lift up through the right ribs. Long lines through the body, sinking deep in the front knee. Sitting bones dropping. Inhale here. And exhale. Lower. Inhale for the back bend, bright chest. Exhale, downward dog, hollow belly. And a few breaths here. Hands are shoulder distance apart, feet are hip distance apart. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. And then cast the weight forward through the hands, towards the fingers, so the entire hand is rooting down. Bend the knees, look forward, bottom of the exhalation. Step or jump top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, lift the upper body, Utkatasana. And now hands to heart center. On an exhalation, twist to the right so the left elbow comes outside the right thigh. Good. You can round the back here to roll the ribs across. And really press the hands, gaze up over the right elbow. The inhalation, spread through the chest. Every exhalation, draw the belly in. Press the hands, roll the ribs a little farther. Deep inhalation. And exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, sit low. Inhale, rise up again, Utkatasana, knees bent. And now hands to heart center. On an exhalation, twist to the left. Right elbow hooks across. Pressing the palms, gaze up over the left elbow. Steady rhythmic breath. Inhales to expand the chest. Exhales, draw the belly in, roll the ribs. Deep inhalation. Exhale, release, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Flush out the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Inhale, arms overhead, Utkatasana. And exhale, stand all the way up. Samastitihi, the equal standing pose. Close the eyes. Bring the awareness inward. Feel the breath. Feel the sense of aliveness, the heat. And then open the eyes. Hop the feet about hip distance apart, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward halfway down. Then reach down and grab the big toes, bending the knees as much as needed. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, fold all the way down. Steady breath here, elbows pulling out to the sides. Head and neck heavy. Sitting bones flying upwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, insert the hands under the feet, Parahastasana. Bend the knees as much as needed. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold back down. And back into the steady rhythmic breath. And it's like you're trying to pull the hands forward out from underneath the feet without actually letting them escape. Elbows out to the sides, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. With strong legs and a flat back, inhale, stand all the way up. And as you exhale, hop the feet back together, Samastitihi. Now step the right foot out in a big step, turn to face the side of the mat. Then turn the right toes out, left toes slightly in, setting up for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Arms to a T, inhale. And as you exhale, reach out over the leg, right hand down to the shin or the floor, left arm up. Gaze to the left thumb. Steady breath, steady focus. Inhale, stand back up, pressing into the feet. And exhale, straight into the second side. So left toes out, right toes in, left hand down, right arm up. Every inhalation, reach through the crown of the head. As you exhale, draw the belly in, roll the chest open. Press into the feet. Inhale, stand back up with a heavy tailbone. And now exhale, turn the feet to the right again. Bend the right knee for extended side angle, Utthita Parshva Konasana. On an exhalation, reach out over the leg. Either bring elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. Then left arm alongside the ear. Create this long line from the left foot out through the fingertips. Gaze towards the center of the left palm if possible. Inhale, stand back up. Exhale, second side. Bend the left knee, reach out over. Left elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. Right arm alongside the ear. Inhales for length. Exhale, sitting bones drop. Roll the chest open. Gazing to the center of the right palm. Inhale, stand back up. And now release the hands. Turn the feet to the right. Bring the left knee to the floor in a low lunge. Right hand to the hip. Inhale, left arm alongside the ear. And now as you exhale, twist across, left elbow comes outside the right thigh. Palms together. Press the hands, gaze over the right elbow. Either stay here, or option to put the left hand down, right arm up. Back knee can either stay down or lift it off. If the back knee is down, lower, or rather if it's up, lower it down. And now everyone release the twist. Stand back up, second side. So turn to the left, right knee down, left hand to the hip. Inhale, right arm alongside the ear, get really long. And exhale, round your back as you curl across. Right shoulder coming as far outside the leg as possible. Palms meet. Press the hands. No option to stay here. Or right hand down, left arm up. And straighten the back knee if you like. Every exhalation, draw the belly in. Wring yourself out a little deeper into the twist. Lower the back knee if it's lifted. Everyone release the twist. And then stand up. Back to center. Feet parallel, toes slightly in, heels slightly out. So the outer edges of the feet are parallel. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward halfway down. Prasarita Padottanasana. Release the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold all the way down. If the hands come easily to the floor, walk them in line with the feet. Otherwise, bend the knees or bring the hands to the legs or onto some prop. Steady, full rhythmic breath here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the hips. Strong legs, strong belly. Inhale to stand all the way up. And exhale, ground into the feet. Inhale, spread the arms. Exhale, hands behind the low back. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And now on an exhalation, fold forward. Hands come up off the back and fall overhead towards the floor. Inhale, stand back up, one smooth motion. And then release the hands. Step back to the top of the mat. Samastitihi, equal standing. Step the right foot out again. Turn to the back of the mat. Right toes back, left toes slightly in. Hands behind the back, setting up for Parshvottanasana, the pyramid pose. So if possible, flip the hands together to meet. If that doesn't work on the wrists, fists together or grab opposite wrists. If the hands are flipped, walk them up between the shoulder blades. Now strong through the legs. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Dive way out over the right leg. Long spine. And then curl at the very bottom. Every inhalation, back away for length. Exhale, soften in. Left ribs gently twisting across towards the right knee. Right sitting bone floating up and back. Inhale, stand up, flat back. And exhale, turn to the second side. So left toes forward, right toes slightly in. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the chest. Exhale, dive out over the left leg. Parshvottanasana. And then back into the breath. Inhales for length. Exhales to soften. Letting the breath sculpt the shape. Refining bit by bit. Finding new pathways, new patterns, new ways of being and opening. Inhale, stand back up. And exhale, release the hands. Step back to the top of the mat. Samastitihi, equal standing. Now shift the weight into the left foot. Turn the right knee out to the side, setting up for tree pose, Vrikshasana. So either keep the right heel to the ankle, or pick it up to the calf, or to the inner left thigh. Just avoid pressing against the side of the knee, so either lower or higher. Hands to heart center. And now interlace the fingers, press the palms forward, and draw the shoulders back. And then send the hands to the sky, press up through the palms. Gaze at a steady point, steady breath, rooting down, rising up through the center. Inhale, grow a little taller. And exhale, hands back to heart center. Unfold the right leg, 2 feet on the floor. Second side, shift the weight into the right foot, spreading the toes, rooting down, lifting into that right hip, all the way up through the crown of the head. And just turn the left knee out to the side. And place the foot on this side, either to the ankle, the calf, or the upper thigh. Might be the same as the first side, might be very different. Hands to heart center. Establish the stability, stable gaze, steady breath. Now interlace the fingers with the opposite thumb on top. Press the palms forward, shoulders back. Inhale, arms overhead, grow tall through the center. Inhale, even taller. And exhale, hands back to heart. Unfold the left leg, 2 feet on the floor. Close the eyes. Again, bring the awareness inwards. Observe the breath. Observe the body. Without thinking about it, just feeling, just watching. And open the eyes. And step back to the top of the mat if you're not already. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands. Inhale, step back to a high plank. And now from here, lower the elbows down, shoulder distance apart. Interlace the fingers. And now walk the feet in towards you as you send the hips up and back. Really press the elbows forward and down. Let the chest and the head drop through the arms. Rise up onto the toes. And then lower the heels towards the floor. Again, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower. One more. And now shift forward to a forearm plank position, legs back so everything's in one line. Pressing back through the heels, reach the chest forward. Belly drawing in, everything's strong, long line through the center of the body as the heat builds right in the core. That inner fire, stoking the Agni. Inhale here, and then exhale, lower the hips down, release the hands, just pull the chest through in Sphinx Pose. Gently stretching the belly, lifting through the crown of the head. And now lower the forehead down, hands alongside the sides of the body. Back of the hand presses down, shoulders away from the floor. On an inhalation, lift the chest and lift the legs, Shavasana. Feet press back, chest reaches forward, belly drawing in to make the whole pose a little longer. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower down. Turn the head to one side, just pause for a few breaths here, letting the body soften against the floor. And now climb back up onto the elbows, into the Sphinx Pose. But now bring the left forearm diagonally in front of you. Bend the right knee. Reach around to catch the inside arch of the right foot. Ardha, the half frog pose. So right knee reaching back. First inhale, kick the foot back into the hands. And as you exhale, draw the heel in closer towards the hip. And continue this dance, pushing back, pulling in. And if the foot comes low enough, spin the hands so the fingers come forward. The elbow goes up. And everyone reach back more through the right knee. Right hip pushing into the mat. And then release. Second side. Right arm in front. Bend the left knee, catch the arch of the left foot. Left knee going straight back. Then start this play between kicking back, pulling in. Keep the belly drawing in to support the spine. Flip the hand if the foot comes low enough. And everyone really stretch back through that left knee. Stretch the front of the thigh. Front of the left hip rooting into the ground. And release the left foot. Back through center. And then lower down. Hands along the sides, forehead to the mat. Turn the head to the opposite side than you did before. And take a few breaths here. Release any tension through the low back. And now head back through center. Bend the knees, reach back. Catch the outside of the ankles or feet. On an inhalation, kick back into the hands. Drisana, the bow pose. Feet driving up, chest reaching forward, belly drawing in. Really strong as you expand the front of the body. Deep inhalation, lift a little higher. And exhale, release. Let the shins flop side to side, releasing through the low back. And as you're ready, press your way back into child's pose, Balasana. Now keep the body low, but walk both arms all the way over to the right and the chest over as far as you can reach. Pull the left hip back, sink the left shoulder down. And now back through center, all the way over to the left. Reach as far as you can with the right hand, then pull the right hip back, sink the right shoulder down. Walk the arms back through center. And now hands in towards the knees. Roll up to a kneeling position. So sitting on the heels, bring the right palm into the lap, right up where the legs meet the body, left hand on top of it. Inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, fold forward over the hands, a long spine, so the hands press into the soft belly. Now deep, full breath here. Let the belly expand with the breaths. So the hands are massaging the digestive tract. If you feel any sharp pains, of course, come out. And now sit back up. Make little fists with the hands. Place the fists at the top of the thighs, just inside the hip bones. Again, inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, fold forward again over the hands, so the fists go into that soft underbelly. Again, steady, full breaths here, letting the belly expand, pressing into the hands. You can even gently roll the fists here. So good for digestion, keeping all the stagnation from building up. And now inhale, sit back up. And then rise up high onto the knees. Knees are hip distance apart, so directly underneath the hips. And then tuck the toes behind you. Hands to the hips. Feel the sitting bones dropping down. Lift through the chest. Now inhale, right arm to the sky. Then trace that right arm in a big circle all the way back to catch the right heel. Now reach up through the left arm. Just gaze to the left thumb, lifting the chest. Maybe the left arm starts to go back behind you, tracing it with the gaze. Now reach the left arm up and use it to draw yourself all the way up. And then release the hand. Second side, hands to the hips. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Follow it around back. Grab the heel. Now right arm to the sky. So it's like this right arm is pulling the chest up. Belly drawing in, sitting bones dropping, so the low back can spread. Maybe the right arm starts to arc behind you. Inhale, come all the way back up. Release the hand. Just sit to the heels. Take a few breaths here. Let the body adjust. Now we'll go through one more round of that. This is Ustrasana, the camel pose. So you can either do the same version that we just did, doing one arm at a time, or I'll talk you through the version for both arms. So come back up onto the knees. Knees are hip distance apart, hands to the hips. Good. Sitting bones dropping, belly gently drawing in. Let the glutes be soft. Now inhale, lift through the chest. Keep lifting through the chest as if a golden thread is pulling it straight up. Keep the hands to the hips as the chest rises. And if it feels right, drop both hands back to the heels and expand through the chest. Let the pubic bone in the front of the pelvis drop down to help soften across the back. To come out, hands back to the hips. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then sit down to the heels. A few breaths here. Notice the sensations. And now extend the feet out in front to sit in Dandasana, the staff pose. Hands alongside the hips. Lift through the crown of the head. Strong legs pressing down. Draw the chin back slightly. Tuck it down until you feel Jalandhara Bandha, the slight constriction through the throat. Inhale, lift the chest, heart floats upward. Exhale, draw the belly in, keep the chest lifted. A few deep breaths here. And now lift the head, and bend the knees, soles of the feet together in a big wide diamond shape. So there's quite a lot of space here. And then drape the upper body forward. Without any effort here. Just let the arms rest wherever they fall. Breathing some space into the low back. Every inhalation, back away ever so slightly for some length. Exhales, soften in. Inhale, back away, lengthen. And then sit all the way up. Extend the legs forward again. And now cross the right leg over the left. Then either keep the left leg extended, or if possible, bend the leg. Heel comes back towards the hips, both sitting bones rooting down. Right hand behind the back. Inhale, left arm to the sky. And as you exhale, round the back, twist across, hook the left elbow outside the right thigh. And now on the inhale, lift the crown of the head. And exhale, gaze over the right shoulder. Every inhale for length, exhales, rotate. Turn to look over the left shoulder and release the twist. And now bring the right shin in front of the left, just making an easy box shape here. Sit tall, and then fold forward, walk both hands forward. Traction the hands back on the mat to help surge the chest forward. And then let yourself soften in. Notice the intensity, maybe through the outer right hip especially, or wherever it is for you. Breathe into that intensity. Every exhalation, see if you can help release some of the resistance, letting it dissipate. Inhale, back away, look up, and then sit all the way up. Extend the legs. Sit tall. Now cross the left leg over. Either keep the right leg straight or bend the leg, both sitting bones grounding. Left hand behind the back, setting up for Ardha Matsyendrasana, the half lord of the fishes pose. Inhale, right arm to the sky. And as you exhale, round the back to curl across, right elbow outside the left thigh. And then inhale, chest floats upward. Exhale, fully into the twist. Every breath, moving deeper. Inhales for space. Exhale to deepen. Now turn to look over the right shoulder. Release the twist. And now set the legs with the left shin in front of the right, hands alongside the hips. And start to fold forward, long spine. Hands come forward. Traction the hands back to surge. And then let yourself soften in. Notice where the patterns of resistance are. Every exhalation, soften a little bit, letting the breath work into those deepest, darkest places without forcing, just opening doors. Inhale, lift halfway, look up, and then sit all the way up. Extend the legs in front, sit tall. Now arms overhead. And as you exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. Grab anywhere on the legs or on the feet. Inhale, back away for length, look up. Exhale, soften. Let this wave of the breath move through you. Inhale, look up. And then sit all the way up. Come to sit about halfway up the mat, knees bent, feet on the floor. Hold behind the thighs, lift the chest. Lean back, pick up the feet, Navasana, the boat pose. Shins parallel to the ground, arms forward, shoulders back. Spread the toes, steady gaze, steady breath. Slight smile. And if possible, straighten the legs. Hollow belly, lift the chest. Steady breath. Inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, release. Feet to the floor, hug the knees, sit tall. And now slowly roll all the way down onto the back. Once the back of the head touches down, walk the heels in towards the hips. Feet are hip distance apart, parallel. On an inhalation, lift the hips. At the same time, lift the arms overhead. And as you exhale, lower everything down. Nice smooth motion. Again, inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Keep going. Just rolling through the spine. Now this time as you exhale, just lower the arms. Interlace the hands under the back. Then walk the shoulders in towards each other. Spread across the chest, knees reaching forward. Feet pressing deep into the ground. Deep inhalation, fill the belly and chest. And as you exhale, release the shoulders and hands. Roll all the way down. And just drop the knees together. Hands to the low belly. Let the lower back release. Front of the hips release. Just feel the breath as it moves the belly up and down, up and down. Now draw the knees wide outside the ribs. Hands to the front of the shins. Pull the knees towards your shoulders. As you kick the feet forward, bring the tailbone to the floor to traction the low back. Knees in together. Gently rock side to side. Massage out the low back and sacrum. You can make some small circles with the knees. Now keep the right knee drawn in. Extend the left leg long. Move the right knee in big circles all around the right hip. Then squeeze it in tight towards the right shoulder. Reach the left heel long on the floor. And now right heel up towards the sky. Little bend in the knee. Interlace the hands behind the hamstrings and press the leg as hard as you can into the hands. Release the pressure. Now bend the knee quite a lot. Reach up and grab the outer edge of the right foot for a kind of a half version of happy baby pose. So pull the right foot down, trying to bring the right knee to the floor, and the left leg might float up, no problem, but keep reaching through the left heel. And now draw the right foot in towards the chest. The knee moves forward, stretching through the outer hip. Right arm out to the side. Take the left hand outside the right knee. Just guide the right leg across the body for a gentle reclined twist. Turn to look right. Let everything soften. Inhale back through center. Give this right knee one more good squeeze. And then extend the right leg long. Draw the left knee in. Start with some big circles here, moving the knee all around the hip. And then squeeze the left knee in tight up towards the left shoulder, left hip moving forward and down. And really reach through the right heel. You might feel this stretch on the inside of the front of the right hip, through the iliopsoas. Now left heel towards the sky. Interlace the hands behind the hamstring. Press as hard as you can into the hands. Leg trying to move forward. Then release. Grab the outer edge of the left foot. Pull down, trying to bring the left knee to the ground outside the left ribs. Reach long through that right heel. And now left foot in towards the chest. Take both hands to the foot. Knee moves forward. It's as if you could bring the foot to the belly or the chest. And now left arm out to the side. Take the right hand outside the left leg. Guide it across for a twist. Turn to look left. Release the twist, come back through center, draw the left knee in, and now draw the right knee in. Both knees out wide, happy baby pose. You can rock side to side here. Extra massage for the low back. As you pull on the feet, kick into the hands. And now knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. Lift the head and chest. Squeeze everything into a tiny ball. And then release. Setting up for final Shavasana, the corpse pose. Arms extend long, palms face up. Legs are long. Shoulders soft. Tailbone soft. natural curve through the neck. Take a deep inhalation. Feel the body expand, as if the breath moves out beyond the edges of the body. And as you exhale, the breath washes down and back. A sense of softening around the edges, dissolution. Then let yourself simply rest. Fully aware, fully present. In your own experience. Start to deepen the breath again. And start little movements, fingertips, and tips of the toes. Inhale, arms overhead, draw the legs together, stretch long through the body. Then slowly bend the knees. Roll to one side. Pause there. And now use the hands to press your way back up to a seated position. Find any comfortable way to sit. Sitting bones dropping down and back. Lift through the crown of the head. And for the final portion of our practice, we'll do these synchronized global prayer practices. That's part of the Indian Yoga Association's effort to join people together in this concerted effort to boost our collective immune system and help overcome the coronavirus. So we'll do 27 rounds of Brahmari. It's about a 5-second inhalation and a 10-second exhalation, longer exhalation with a low humming sound. Let yourself just drop fully into the sound. Be absorbed by it. 27 rounds. Here we go. Now raise the arms overhead, and we'll say 9 times together. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. With all our collective prayers for peace, we power up our immune system. Clap the hands. And we'll close the practice with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Om is thought to be the sound of the universe, the sound of pure consciousness. Shanti means peace. Om, peace, peace, peace. Deep inhalation. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much for practicing. Please join us here at Parmarth Niketan for anything else that we're offering throughout the day. Many recorded lovely sessions of different talks from the yoga festival, as well as chanting, previously recorded arati, and live satsang every evening with Sadhviji, and of course our live yoga practices in the mornings. So may you be well, may you do everything you can to help your communities, help the world, help the planet. It's an interesting time, and we'll see you again soon.